Most people guess that mezuzah is this small, generally small little element made out of any material that is on the doorpost of a Jewish home. And in fact, the word mezuzah in Hebrew means doorpost. Inside the case is a piece of parchment known as a cloth, which has a prayer, the most basic prayer in Judaism of the Shema, which is inside of that. But in a popular parlance, people speak of the whole thing as the mezuzah. And generally you will see them in virtually every Jewish home. The collection is the Elaine and Norman Winnick collection. Elaine Winnick was my mother-in-law. If you walked into her apartment or house, you would have seen a set of walls where she put the mezuzahs that she collected. When she died, it was about 8 years ago, there were 167 of these on the walls. So anybody walking into this apartment or house, it was the first thing you would have seen. And it's obviously an uncommon thing. You would see it and it's like, what's this? She was looking for a home for the collection and ended up donating to the Oregon Jewish Museum and Center for Holocaust Education in Portland, Oregon. I sit on the board of that and negotiated that passage of the collection, and then I ended up curating it, doing the research about them. It turns out it's a piece of the Jewish world that almost nobody's done any research about. There's lots of research about menorahs, Chanukiahs, and Torahs, and Torah shields and art, so it felt like adding a contribution to understand it, and then it became a continuing fascination. I'd studied printmaking and etching and woodcuts, so the craftsmanship itself interests me, and the artisanship, but it gave me a renewed appreciation of the artisanship and thoughtfulness that goes into creating any work of art. And these are essentially miniature works of art. I have several that let's say have particular favorites of. There's several of them that are designed from the Bezalel school, which was the founding school of Israel's arts and crafts in 1906 or 7 in Jerusalem, which was founded by a man named Boris Schatz, really to be a kind of a revival of the creation of Judaica in the land of Israel. And there's several in the collection that are from Bezalel, and I like them very much. There is one that is 2 pieces of light gray blue fused glass with the text of the mezuzah, what's known as the cloth, between them. And I find that one just particularly striking and beautiful. But there's others that are meaningful in terms of who owned them or who made them and who create them. And describe the one that's the most poignant and I think important one in the collection. One was a mezuzah that was built in Theresienstadt, a concentration camp, by this woman named Edith Simon, who I tried to research and found out that she had been murdered like others in Theresienstadt. Given the rise of anti-Semitism in the world at the moment, marking yourself, whether it's with a yarmulke or a Mogen David or whatever, in the modern world, you're publicly declaring yourself. So your mezuzah is a public declaration. And on the University of Oregon campus, where some students had a mezuzah on the doorframe on their mezuzah of their rooms, people were removing them. So, which is tragic, and more than tragic, and sad. So it, to my mind, adds to the necessity of putting it up and having that marker. And I hope more people that continue to do that. I haven't counted the countries that are here, but it's pretty much every place in Europe and places in South America and the Middle East, and pretty much anywhere farthest east is India in the collection. There's one from Denmark and the Scandinavia, obviously, all over the United States, Israel and Morocco, Egypt. A recognition, particularly for kids, I think, like, oh, there's Jews all over the world.